Hi everybody, it's that time of the day when you get home and you're hungry and you want something good to eat. So I'm in the process of making a burrito and thought I'd share this time with you. Now of course, starting off with my ground beef. I have about a pound of ground beef here that I bought at the market today. Fresh halal meat. Just browning it in the pan. I have the fire down low because you don't want to just cook it fast. You want it to be thoroughly cooked so that it gets done. You don't want any pink parts left to the meat in this process of preparation. You really don't. You want all of that to really be completely done. So as it cooks, it becomes easier to break it apart. So if it's still kind of really sticking together, or if you see pink areas in your meat, then it's really not done. And although I have the other ingredients to go in here, I don't want to put those other ingredients in until I'm sure that the meat has been fully cooked. And I know some people like to cook in cast iron pans or stainless steel or non-stick. You can do whichever way works for you or whichever equipment that you have. But this is just something that will be quick, easy, and delicious. As you can see, the meat is getting nicely browned there. And I'm just making a burrito, but it's going to be kind of a larger burrito than the average burrito. Next, I'm going to add half a cup of salsa. There's really not a lot of oil in the bottom of this pan. Only the little driplets of oil that I added in because the meat was already so lean. Otherwise, the meat would have been sticking to my nonstick pan. But I have half a cup of paste salsa. I'm using the salsa tonight because it just makes it easier. I don't have to chop onions. I don't have to chop tomatoes. And even though I put a half a cup in there, I think I'm going to add a little bit more. Because I like a little more moisture. So, and you can do that just to your liking for the taste. And even just having that ground beef, like this, like I said, this is pretty lean ground beef, so I did have to put like 2 teaspoons of extra virgin olive oil in the bottom of the pan, just so that things would actually cook more so than burn. Depending on the grade of meat that you get, you may end up having more oil. And as you see, there's not really a lot left over after even doing that. So, got my meat with my chunky medium spice salsa. And I'm going to add in some Montreal steak seasoning. Just a few shakes. Because if it's good for steak, it should be great for hamburger. Just add that in. And it just blends and adds to the flavor because this has peppers and more onions and garlic powder and other seasonings in there, so that really adds to the flavor. Now I'm going to take it one step up and I'm going to add some Southwestern style corn, which has a tad bit of onion and little bits of diced peppers, but I only put a 1/4 cup of that in there because I don't want to overwhelm it. I just want to add to it and enhance what I'm already making. And it's looking pretty good, and it's almost done. So I'm going to put it on my tortilla, which I have a 12-inch tortilla. In fact, I can turn that off. And I'll layer everything right in the center of my tortilla. And why a 12-inch tortilla? I don't know. They were on sale, and I figured it'll be like getting one of those burritos from those fancy places that gives you the large burrito that's so big that you end up having to share it with someone else or eat half today and half tomorrow. Now I've got a 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese, and this is grated Parmesan cheese. You can use Parmesan cheese, you can use mozzarella cheese, you can use the cheese that comes in the can, in the tin, in the plastic container, in the Ziploc, and just sprinkle it generously over the top of your burrito. And as you see, everything, the placement of everything is in the middle. So then I fold up both sides. Then I fold them over, and voila. There's my burrito. Quick, easy, and delicious. Less than 10 minutes. I did it, and I know that you could do it too. So, it's just another idea. Something that you can make really quick. And you know, I spent about $20. I spent less than $21 on the ingredients for making that burrito, as well as some other things, like some yams that I can put in the oven for another meal. But there was enough that came with for the burrito, you know, the tortilla shell, the meat. I got enough meat to make 4 burritos, really. The salsa, plenty of salsa left over. The corn, is actually from one of those little containers of corn that I keep in the freezer. Have everything nicely stacked. You take one out, put it in the refrigerator through the day. Then when you're ready to prepare it, you just take out what you need from that, add it to your dish. You're not wasting. No waste, no want. That's what I say. So, 20 bucks goes a long way. Could actually feed a family of 4. I mean, and including the other things that I have, it can round out the meal and make a complete meal. But if you were just in the mood for like a burrito or something that you could carry to work, you like those big ones that come from those other places where you go in and you tell them, yeah, add the beans, yeah, add this, do that. You can do it too. It's all right to go out and eat if you want to go out and eat. But if your money is funny, if it's a little bit tight, or if you just feel like being creative and doing your own thing at home, you can do it too. If you have last minute guests and you have the ingredients, pull those things together. Treat yourself, don't cheat yourself. And until the next video, I hope you have a great evening.